All right, so we are recording and we're live. Welcome to the Wellness Workshop. My name is Nick, and we've also got Francine on the line. We're two of the coaches. Yeah, hey, two of the coaches over at Level Up Nutrition in Northfield, New Jersey. If you haven't been over to the club yet, definitely come on down for your tea and for your shake. Next time you're in the area, we'd love to see you. And if you're not in the area and you're watching this, then we'll be excited to have you as part of our online community through these Zooms and through a lot of the other things that we do on the internet. So at the end of the call, we'll talk more about how you can get involved. But the intention of our wellness workshop is to help deliver value that's going to help you level up in life, and specifically in the areas of nutrition, fitness, and mindset. And it's part of the fulfillment of our mission at Level Up Nutrition, which is transforming lives through great nutrition, an empowering community, and a healthy, active lifestyle. And that empowering community occurs at the Nutrition Club, and it also occurs here online at events like this. We've got our new body challenges that are starting at the end of this month. So wherever you're at, you're able to plug in and be part of that mission and part of the community. And again, if you're local, we definitely want to have you come down so we can give you a high five and give you a really awesome tasting shake and celebrate your success in person. So either way, glad to have you on the line. Every Thursday, we're going to be doing these wellness workshops now online so more people can join us. And as I mentioned, they're going to cover nutrition, fitness, and mindset. And each week, we're going to have a new theme. And the theme this week is staying on track. And a lot of reaching results, not just in fitness, but in any area of life, is about staying on track. It's one thing to set a goal, but it's another thing to stay on track in the face of obstacles, challenges, distractions, all the sorts of things that might come up along the way. And so we're going to be dealing with that tonight, specifically in those areas. And the idea is that you'll be able to walk away from this live Zoom or from the recording with things that you can implement and take on right away that'll make a difference in your life. So share either, I guess it'll be either way you'll be sharing afterwards. So share in the comments on this post what you took on and what the results were from you taking that on. And also share if there's a topic that you'd like us to dive more into, or even if it's something we didn't touch on at all tonight that you'd like us to cover on a future wellness workshop, share that in the comments below as well. This way we can bring that to a future event and support you even more. So with all that being said, we're going to dive right in. Francine's going to take over and talk about nutrition. Before I do that, just a little about myself. I've been a member of this community for almost 8 years now. My background has nothing to do with nutrition and fitness, except that I was a really overweight kid that didn't know how to be fit. And it took me a lot of time and energy on my own before I found Herbalife and the team to drop weight and get down to a healthy weight, which I did. But I was never excited about my physique. So when I found Herbalife, got on my nutrition program, I dropped 20 pounds of fat, put on 13 pounds of muscle, took 6 inches off my waist, transformed my body, changed my body composition, and really fell in love with being able to help other people do that using the products and inspiring them to live a healthy, active lifestyle too. And typically, if you're looking to lose weight, if you're doing 2 Herbalife Formula 1 shakes a day in combination with a healthy lifestyle and a balanced diet, you can expect to lose a half a pound to a pound a week. We also support people with maintaining their weight, increasing energy, gaining weight, which is something that I've been taking on for the last 9 months, increasing athletic performance. So whatever it is that you're looking for, we can help you with that. And Francine's got some incredible results, which she will share with you. And she's also helped a lot of other people get amazing results as well over the last decade and beyond. So Francine, excited to pass it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Yep.
So yeah, I've been, Nick's been in the community now for 8 years, and I actually just topped out at 13, just hit an anniversary. So when I got started with Herbalife and found the company, I was actually looking to be able to help people and bring better nutrition to, the community. And I was told at that time that I needed to get myself a result, and I really didn't think I needed one. In future posts, we'll probably post our pictures and maybe even be able to share, but I was not prepared for that tonight, so we'll do that again some other time. But got started on my nutrition program, and it really was a nutrition program that was geared to me. I got started when I was in my 40s, and so it was not only just to lose weight, but other targeted products, which we also have a fantastic line for them too. Lost 25 pounds, and I have, there we go. Nick, you're so awesome. Lost 25 pounds and have managed to keep that off now for the last 13 years. And at the moment, am in the process of going for a new result, reducing my body fat and looking to tone up more. What's really cool is my metabolic age is like the upper 30s right now. So I'm really happy considering I'm 55. Kind of love that. We age backwards here. So what I'd like to go over with you guys tonight is, how to stay on track with preparation and, a meal plan and what you kind of need to do. For myself, meal planning has been a challenge. I was always more of a just grab on the go, not really making a plan and then sticking to it. With the Herbalife product and the routine, it just made it so much easier. Didn't have to think about what you wanted for breakfast, didn't have to think about what you wanted for lunch. You had your shake, you had some healthy snacks, and you had your shake for your lunch, and this is for our weight loss program, and then a sensible dinner, which is going to consist of your proteins that will work up for you if you don't know. You can get with, one of us and have your plan worked out. And then we help you create a plan that fits you, because not everybody has the same taste in foods. So we have to make sure that we've got, different variety and different choices, but we can help you plan that. And, you get started, and the meal plans that we provide are so flexible, gives you your general, just your general outline, and then you can pick and choose the foods that fit into your program based on the proteins and carbohydrates and fats that you need to get. So when you have your program, that's the pre-planning. So to stay on track is also being prepared. So to make sure that you've packed your snacks, you've done, the things that you need to do to be prepared. Today I did a little meal prep, which is something that I'm kind of new at. You would think after all this time, you'd know what you're doing, but I have found that the meal prep definitely helps, so that when I go to get foods to go into my meal plan, I've got a variety. Nothing's worse than packing your lunch or your snacks and then going, oh, I don't feel like having that. Do you guys ever do that? You have, you've packed, you decided that this is what you're going to eat today, and then all of a sudden you get to the time period where you're supposed to eat it and you're just like, I don't feel like it. So one of the things that I like to recommend for people to stay on track is to pack a couple of different snacks. So if you like almonds, or you like hard-boiled eggs, or you like yogurts, and you're traveling for work, or you've got, I've had a lot of people who take like a lunchbox, and then they'll kind of shop from their lunchbox for what their snack is going to be. And as long as it fits into your plan, that's awesome. And one of the ways to see that it fits into your plan is to track it. We use MyFitnessPal a lot with our clients to make sure that they're getting what they need. And also so that if they are having issues, we can go back and kind of take a look at the food programs and the things that they've eaten and see how it fits in. The other part is that it helps you stay on track, because you have to log it, and if you log it, a lot of people don't want to admit that they ate it and then have to show it, or at least know. So in some ways that can be a deterrent. I mean, it has been for me. I'm like, all right, I'm going to track everything. And you go to eat something and you go, I don't really want to put that in there. Nick, have you ever done that with your tracking where you've kind of...
If I'm going to eat something, tracking is not going to hold me back, I'll be honest. But what I was thinking for me is that, and by the way, this is not something maybe you want to take on like on day one, but as you get more in tune with your body and as you're more consistent with your program, you can, through tracking, start to find the space you've got for some leeway. Like, for example, like tonight I had Chinese food. I don't typically eat Chinese food on a regular basis. However, by taking some ballparks of tracking, I realized that I had enough calories from that, and I hit my protein and all that. So kind of done eating for the day, whereas typically I might have something a little bit later on an average day. And even on way beyond Chinese food, because really what I ate wasn't that terrible. Like if you wanted to have a donut, if you wanted to have a Pop-Tart, you can do that and you can see how it affects your numbers and then adjust the rest of your day accordingly without throwing things off track. Now listen what I'm saying and what I'm not. I'm not saying make up your day with donuts, Pop-Tarts, and shakes. But what I am saying is that if you've got 80 to 90% of your diet on track, you can take that little 10, 15, 20% where you're having some fun and still work it into your overall plan without it just being on top of what you normally do and having it derail you. So that's, for me, that's kind of more how I use my MyFitnessPal with some of those foods. If I'm going to have a donut, I'm going to have a donut, but I'll still do my best to work it into my day so that at the end of the day, I'm still basically on track.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because when you are tracking, that's why I love the flexibility of this plan, is because it doesn't have to be, a one size fits all, or you always have to do the same thing. You can work things like that in. I know some people who, like plan their pizza night and things along that nature. So just to stay on track and, just adjust as you go along, which is one of the great things when you are tracking that you can do. Now, there are times where we do need a little help with our self-control. And there's this most awesome product that we have that's called our Snack Defense. And it's got a lot of great properties. The main one is that it helps to curb your appetite and makes it so that you're not as hungry for your salt and your sweets. It also does boost your metabolism a little bit, but it does not give you any extra energy. So this is something that you can take at any point in time throughout the day. So if you're, you've had your dinner and the little sweet tooth starts to come on and it's not, you don't have room left in your diet, you're going to be able to take one of these or two of these with a glass of water, and very shortly you'll find that those cravings have gone away. Now, the nice thing about the Snack Defense is that it's got chromium, and chromium actually is a wonderful I just lost my train of thought. It's a wonderful ingredient that helps to stabilize blood sugars. It doesn't lower it, but it helps to create so you don't wind up with the spikiness. And it can help with support your blood sugars, like it says, already in normal range. And I have found that it's just a great tool to be able to help us stay on track for that. Now, I know that, when we have all of our, we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're getting all of our foods in. What I like to do also is now I have a workout routine, which I've really only ever had once before. And that's, I'm training for a 5K, and it's the second 5K training that I have determined that I am going to do. That's never been my MO, was to get a workout routine and then stick to it. But the really great thing is that I have decided that I'm going to run this 5K, and it's actually really awesome. If you're in the area, it's going to benefit the Field of Dreams in Northfield, in Absecon. And so it's a really great cause. It's going to be in June. But I can't just go out and run. I'm not a runner. So there's a plan, and the plan is you have to run 3 days a week, and it's a timed course, and it's, you do it so that by the end, when I hit the 5K, I'll still be breathing and running and doing all those great things. But what's really cool is that there is a plan, and my days are Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays for my routine. Lately, with our crazy weather in New Jersey, I have been taking a look at, the weather to be able to determine when is the best time to go out, and then kind of worked my schedule around it, but keeping myself accountable for it to make sure that I hit all 3 in a week, so that I get the results that I'm looking for. And the nice thing is in combination with the meal plan that I'm working, I am starting to see more results, more muscle mass and less fat, because, we're out there and we do our runs and stuff like that. It does help to burn more calories, which is always an awesome thing. So having that routine or having someone to do your routine with you. The Couch to 5K is a group, and we actually have a support group that goes along with it. So when I've done my run, I post in the group, and everybody goes, yay, and we all root each other on. So to stay on track, it's getting a workout buddy or some way to just have the support so that you can have people who want to, so you can, so it's to have the support so that you move on and you keep going. And when you're accountable to somebody else, a lot of the times you don't feel like you want to let them down. If you see them doing it, you're going to want to do it. But don't beat yourself up if you miss like one of your runs or one of your workouts. Just know that this is all a learning process, and to stay on track, we have to realize that sometimes we're not going to do it, the way we expected to do it. And you want to be able to say, okay, that was yesterday. Today's a different day. We're going to get it in. We're going to get it done. And just keep getting 1% better every day, regardless of whether it's for your workout or for your meal plan. Just know that if you're continuing to better yourself and the ways you take care of yourself, that it's just going to be a great way to hit your goals and to be able to look and feel the way you want to. Because I know for me, I am looking to age backwards, and I'm definitely not looking to be the 55-year-old. So anyway, Nick, I'm going to pass it over to you for a little bit of mindset.
All right. Thank you, Francine. Appreciate that. I was thinking about, as you were sharing about the accountability of having a group to work with, that's huge. And then at the same time, you were also talking about holding yourself accountable. And I feel like, you tell me, but I feel like you work best with a little bit of both. Like, you have the ability to hold yourself accountable, but it definitely takes it to the next level when you've got other people as well. Is that kind of your experience?
Yes. I actually find that there's times where I like to have the group support, but I also like to run on my own. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this because I said I was going to do it. And then to be able to go, yay, I did it, and then be able to share.
Yeah.
So that's always a great feeling for me.
Yeah. So just as we get into the mindset, we've already touched on a lot of mindset kinds of ideas in both the nutrition and the fitness part of this. A big piece of that being the people that you surround yourself with and the type of community that you're a part of, and being on calls like this or watching these recordings and participating in the comments, liking it, sharing it. Those are all things that help us by getting more people involved in what we're doing, but it also helps you, because if your people are now watching it because you liked it and commented on it and shared in it, now you've got another person in your life that is at least one step closer to the lifestyle that's going to help you get what you want, which is going to help them get what they want, and they're going to help you get what you want as they're getting it. So it all works together, right? So what we do ask, obviously these events are free, but what we do ask is, if you find this valuable, like it and share it. And why this applies to the mindset piece is because when you do that, you're building your own community of people in your life that are going to help you stay on track. And another thing that came up for me as you were sharing is that it's really important to take a look at yourself and recognize, what type of person are you in terms of accountability? Are you the type of person that is just intrinsically motivated? Like, when you commit to something and when you say you're going to do something, you do it just because you said that you would, and nobody's going to get you off track? If that's you, great. Then you're in a rare breed of people that might not need extra accountability. Most people aren't in that category, okay? Right. So as see, Francine's like, no, that's not me. That's me to a certain extent. I'm very stubborn, and I say that in the best of ways and sometimes in ways that don't really serve me. So if I set my mind to something, in some aspects of life, I'll say that. Like around my fitness, I'm pretty consistent with that. And honestly, it's because I like it. I really enjoy working out. I really enjoy getting to the gym, and I enjoy the results, and I enjoy seeing the progress. So it doesn't take a lot of motivation or people cracking the whip for me to do that. But there are other things in my life that I know take consistency and commitment that I don't enjoy as much, but that are in line with a goal. And those are the things that for me, really, it does make a big difference to have somebody else holding me accountable, because I will sell myself out, especially in something I don't want to do, long before I'll sell somebody else out. And another thing is, along the lines of when you're like that idea, when you're choosing those people, make sure it's people that aren't going to let you off the hook, or else there's no point. So I know there are some people in my life that if I asked them to hold me accountable when that stuff come up, they would give me all sorts of valid reasons as to why I'm still great even though I didn't do it. And I am still great. That's not the point, right? You want to find a way to acknowledge what you did and what you didn't do without making yourself wrong. That's really, really key. Only punish yourself enough for it to serve you and your goal, and then let go of that and then move forward. And this is something that I learn and practice on the daily, because I can tend to be my own worst critic, especially when I don't fulfill on something, especially if I decided that it was important. So, but you want those people to hold you to what you said, even when it's hard, even when it's difficult, even when it's challenging, even when you just want to tell them to go and do whatever. No, you don't understand. This is my internal dialogue. You don't understand how hard it is for me. You don't understand all of what I'm dealing with. You don't understand how untalented I am in this area, right? How not skilled I am. I'm using politically correct language. These are not the words that I actually say in my head, by the way, right? So, I mean, we all have that, okay? And part of staying on track is acknowledging that you're human and that you're no different than anybody else. I don't care how successful of a person it is that you're looking at some point they question themselves. I promise. At some point they wondered, are they capable? Are they? And now maybe some people more than others, okay? But everybody's got that little voice in their head that talks them down. Okay, and the people that are more successful have learned how to deal with it, have learned how to cope, have learned how to see and hear beyond that voice to the point where maybe it's not that loud anymore. But that's part of the human condition. So if you let those voices stop you, you're never going to be the version of yourself that you could be, and the version of yourself that may be committed to the thing that is now confronting you and challenging you. And I'll share from my own experience, the first quarter of this year has been really challenging. And for me, when I get challenged, and I'm not going to get into details like stuff in my personal life, opening up a nutrition club, even though it's amazing, there's been some learning experiences through that process. And there have been times when I've really wondered, can I do this? Am I capable of this? Is this too much more than I can handle, right? And when I get challenged, my tendency is to shrink back and hide and get into my head. And so another thing that I would recommend, because I've been there, done that, and I can tell you how much it doesn't work, is find people that will also hold you accountable to sharing what's going on for you, even if it's not great. Because when I'm willing to share, not from a place of victimhood or, it's so bad and wrong, but really just authentically, look, this is what's going on. I'm having some trouble with this. Can you help me see this differently? What do you see that I'm missing? What's your perspective on this? How could I grow past this? Start asking yourself great questions, but also have somebody in your life that's willing to ask those great questions and provide that feedback that'll help you grow through your challenge rather than give into it, right? Or rather than, again, getting back to before, letting you off the hook. Oh, no, you're right. It's really hard. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's just do something less challenging, right? So long story short, key takeaways. When you're looking at your accountability structure, figure out the personality type that you have and what type of accountability is going to best serve you. Is it intrinsic? Is it something that you have with a specific person? Is it some kind of public declaration on your Facebook, so it's not really one person, but just the people in your life that see it? What motivates you? We can't tell you that, but when you find that, if you're willing to be vulnerable and take it on, it will make a massive difference. Be mindful of that voice in your head and hang with people that aren't going to feed into it, but are willing to help you grow through the challenge. Figure out who those people are. And then the last action step is actually share with them where, like, you got to be willing to be vulnerable to be held accountable. So share with them the things that are going to come up for you. Share with them the things that are in your head that are talking you down so that they can help you grow through it, because nobody else knows what you're telling yourself but you. Nobody knows what the challenges you're facing really are but you, because it's your experience that matters. So those are the 3 action steps. I hope that's valuable. And as we wrap up here, I want to share different things that you can get involved with in terms of how to be part of our community. So As we said at the beginning of the call, we work out of Level Up Nutrition, which is in Northfield, New Jersey. We provide a healthy fast food option for people in the area between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. for a late breakfast, for an early lunch, for a post-workout shake. So it's basically great nutrition in a really convenient package. It tastes awesome, and it's got everything that you need to fuel your day. So come on by for some extra energy and for some good fuel. And then if you're looking, oh, by the way, if you've never been down to the club, mention this wellness workshop, say that you were on, you watched the video, and you'll get 50% off your first visit. So make sure that you mention that, and we'll hook you up with that. Okay, beyond that, if you've actually got some health and fitness goals, like I know for myself, I went through 9 months of gaining weight, and now summer's coming, so I'm in this new phase of cutting out some body fat and getting lean for summer. If that's you, if you want to put on weight, if you want to drop weight, if you want to maintain weight, but you don't have the energy that you want to increase athletic performance, let myself, let Francine, or let the person who invited you to this call know, and we can help you with our nutrition programs. So just to give you a sense of what that looks like, I'm going to share screen real quick. Just 1 second. So these are some of the results that people have gotten on our nutrition programs. This is me with the leaning out that I was sharing with you earlier. This is Crystal on Long Island, Jill, who lost the baby weight out in Los Angeles. This is Ryan, who put on some muscle, Latrice down over 70 pounds. These are real people and real results of people that we know. And as you can see here, what comes with working with us as a client is you get a meal plan, you get a workout plan, you get one-on-one coaching and support, you get access to our online support structures, which is an online chat group with people all around the country. You get another Facebook group with access to recipes, nutrition, fitness, inspiration. It might look a little different depending on who your coach is, but the bottom line is you get all that, regardless of exactly how it gets delivered. And you get your nutrition program to help you stay on track. Things like the shakes and the teas that we serve in the club. Also, snack defense, like Francine talked about. We've got a lot of different products that can help you with your results. So again, talk to the person who invited you about getting your preferred membership so you get your own website to order your products from. And let's get going. Let's get you those results so that you can look and feel your best. We're here to help you be healthier and happier. And again, we've got that body transformation challenge starting on the 28th, where you can even win cash prizes for getting your results. So stay tuned for that. We'll get more details out. Francine, is there anything that you wanted to add before we wrap up the call here?
No, I think it's been a wonderful, wonderful call, and I can't wait to see the comments and the things that people are thinking on, what we shared. Really excited to be out in the community and doing what we do.
Awesome. One last thing I just thought of, on that same day on the 28th is our grand opening. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be having samples that day. Everything is going to be half price for that one day as a promotion for anybody, whether you've been to the club before or not. We're going to do a nutrition workshop with a local nutritionist that's going to be coming on down, and we're launching our body challenge. So stay tuned for details on the 28th. We'll see you at the club between now and next Thursday, or we'll see you here next Thursday. Have a great week, everybody. See you soon.
Bye-bye.